These guys are crazy. Yeah, this morning we had talked about that, right? Because we said that 47.75, this double right in here was the squeeze pivot. So if you use something like the 15 chart, it's a little bit easier to see it because this was the yesterday's support. They tried to hold this 41 and drive, and then today, we said any high is possible on a breakout. And once we took out the 56, that gets retested. Coming back in, you got to assume that 52 is the next potential target. And then if it keeps on coming, because right now, this is part of the system right here, right? Once this breaks, then you lower the bar, or any of these lows through here can be targeted. And probably this one right here is certainly the most believable. Hey, you better start to think about getting paid here into that 48 zone. And then in your mind, you're thinking from the high, okay, if they get the 46.5 test, right, that's a 20 off the top. So that was my first instinct. If they break the 52, then the next is coming down here. Obviously, the test that the overnight low was 49. If that breaks, you can go anywhere. But based on this, chart, you have to assume, unless it's just a plunge or root, that you really want to start to scale out at, that 46.5. Not scale out, take everything below this 49, which is realistically the overnight low, because that's the juice part. So initially, my reaction is I don't want to short until I see evidence that it makes sense. And the evidence starts to come out, the contrast right here. This bar starts to say, okay, 1 o'clock Friday afternoon, late to leave the party, going to lose. But in my wildest belief, did not understand or think that they were going to come back this far. So that's where your trailers win. Battle should be right now for that 55, 75, 56 test, right? A 55.5 marker, right there. And that's a dime from the bottom, right? So 56.75 was the previous. And my suggestion, by this 56 zone, make sure you get paid. Because that was the previous marker, right? That 56.75, the previous high. So now we're retesting it from the bottom. And all this is done now without very fast up, no real auction process. Just, hey, we got you guys. And then back down, and now everybody's convinced we're going here. This chart, I think, has been our best friend today. It's 15, and yesterday for that matter. And come back home into here, take profits, bang. Because the bot's worth the 20 on this one, and then a 10, 11, one back up. Yep. Amazing. Just an amazing trade. And this was just a lucky call. They'd better take everything off here. So these traders, once these traders, and that's kind of how it works. Once these traders get beat, we've got the knife coming. And there's a shakeout and a second helping for the boys from 45. Make sure you don't have any orders lying around here and there. Zeke was right. Zeke said could be a, could be a swift sell-off. And, you know, he recognized the idea of yesterday and today the profits would want to be gathered. Smart guy. So base support, we said 42. That's worked. And I would think we've got about 45 minutes left. This chart right here, like we said, this was the chart that told me we'd better be careful wanting into our 72 target, 72, 75 today, because we're crunching up here. And then you can see this idea coming back in is a retesting here. Amazing, just an amazing move by the boys. I guess I'm gonna have to look at this as a megaphone, huh? Don't know what else to say. And now's a good time to be flat. You don't have to do anything if you caught part of that move. And that's the beauty of going flat, you know. So I guess I'm seeing that as a megaphone pattern. Amazing. Thank you. Well, the 45 and a half was T1, and the 42 was the T2. But yesterday we had said let's use that because the middle, right? The middle is let me get that so I don't misspeak. And I've got 54 in the quarter as the new magnet. So that should be, that's what I said. If you get a dime out of it, that's our new magnet, 54 and a quarter. What a day. What a day. Are you kidding me? 54.13 new magnet. And I've got this guy right here as the angel. Boom. I'm going to tell you, Jay, keep your eye on that 15. That's a pretty good chart. Pretty good chart.